Grammar is the system of rules that governs the structure of a language, including how words are combined to form sentences and how those sentences are interpreted. It encompasses various aspects of language, such as 1. Parts of speech. Nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, prepositions, conjunctions, interjections. 2. Syntax. The arrangement of words in sentences to create meaning. 3. Morphology. The structure of words, including prefixes, suffixes, and roots. 4. Semantics. The meaning of words and sentences. 5. Phonology. The sound system of a language. Grammar is essential for clear and effective communication, both written and spoken. It helps us to 1. Express our thoughts and ideas precisely. 2. Understand the meaning of what others are saying or writing. 3. Produce grammatically correct sentences. While there are many different types of grammar, some of the most common include 1. Prescriptive grammar. A set of rules that dictate how language should be used, often based on traditional or formal usage. 2. Descriptive grammar. A set of rules that describe how language is actually used by native speakers. 3. Generative grammar. A theory that seeks to explain how language is produced and understood by the human mind. Learning grammar can be a valuable skill for anyone who wants to improve their communication skills. It can help you to become a more confident and effective writer and speaker. Verb tenses. Verb tenses indicate when an action or state of being occurs. In English, there are 3 primary tenses: past, present, and future. Each of these tenses can be further divided into 4 aspects: simple, continuous, progressive, perfect, and perfect continuous. The 12 main tenses. Here's a breakdown of the 12 main tenses in English. Simple tenses. 1. Simple present. Used for general truths, habits, and regular actions. Example: the sun rises in the east. 2. Simple past. Used for completed actions in the past. Example: I went to the store yesterday. 3. Simple future. Used for actions that will happen in the future. Example: I will visit my family next week. Continuous, progressive tenses. 1. Present continuous. Used for ongoing actions happening now. Example: she is watching TV. 2. Past continuous. Used for ongoing actions in the past. Example: they were playing tennis when it started to rain. 3. Future continuous. Used for ongoing actions in the future. Example: I will be working from home tomorrow. Perfect tenses. 1. Present perfect. Used for actions completed in the past that have a connection to the present. Example: I have lived in this city for 10 years. 2. Past perfect. Used for actions completed before another past action. Example: she had eaten dinner before she went to the movie. 3. Future perfect. Used for actions that will be completed before a specific time in the future. Example: I will have finished my homework by the time you arrive. Perfect continuous tenses. 1. Present perfect continuous. Used for actions that started in the past and are still ongoing. Example: I have been studying English for 2 years. 2. Past perfect continuous. Used for actions that were ongoing before another past action. Example: she had been working for 3 hours before she took a break. 3. Future perfect continuous. Used for actions that will be ongoing until a specific time in the future. Example: I will have been living in this house for 5 years next month. Using tenses correctly. 1. Consistency. It's crucial to maintain consistent tense within a sentence or paragraph, unless you're specifically indicating a change in time. 2. Context. The appropriate tense depends on the context of the sentence and the time frame being described. 3. Time markers. Time markers, e.g., yesterday, tomorrow, since, for, can help determine the correct tense. Practice and examples to master verb tenses. Practice identifying them in sentences and constructing sentences using different tenses. Online resources, grammar books, and language learning apps can provide exercises and explanations. By understanding and applying verb tenses correctly, you can express yourself more clearly and effectively in English. Here are some examples of sentences with correctly used verbs. 1. Simple present. She walks to school every day. This sentence describes a habitual action. 2. Simple past. I ate breakfast this morning. This sentence describes a completed action in the past. 3. Simple future. He will visit his grandparents next week. This sentence describes an action that will happen in the future. 4. Present continuous. The children are playing in the park. This sentence describes an ongoing action happening now. 5. Past continuous. She was reading a book when the phone rang. This sentence describes an ongoing action in the past. 6. Future continuous. I will be working from home tomorrow. This sentence describes an ongoing action in the future. 7. Present perfect. I have lived in this city for 5 years. This sentence describes an action completed in the past that has a connection to the present. 8. Past perfect. She had eaten dinner before she went to the movie. This sentence describes an action completed before another past action. 9. Future perfect. I will have finished my homework by the time you arrive. This sentence describes an action that will be completed before a specific time in the future. 10. Present perfect continuous. I have been studying English for 2 years. This sentence describes an action that started in the past and is still ongoing. 11. Past perfect continuous. She had been working for 3 hours before she took a break. This sentence describes an action that was ongoing before another past action. 12. Future perfect continuous. I will have been living in this house for 5 years next month. This sentence describes an action that will be ongoing until a specific time in the future. These examples demonstrate how to use verbs in different tenses to accurately convey the timing and duration of actions.